Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my channel, the Angels of Alchemy. I'm Dee Grewal, psychic medium and angelic channel. And this is going to be the weekly general read for Earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo for the week of 8/11 to 8/17. I hope you all had a fabulous week. I highly recommend you watch the general read for all signs, earth, air, water, and fire. We have a tremendous week ahead of us. It's going to be extremely powerful. And just from looking at your reading, it's a beautiful read yet again. The general read was powerful, beautiful, and strong. And that's what I'm really feeling in your read by looking at it. So I highly recommend that you watch the general read. I have pre-shuffled the cards and I've just gone ahead and pulled the cards. And it's really just to save time, guys. You know, it just takes too much time with shuffling and, you know, the video time and everything. So I wanted to pre-shuffle and pull the cards for you. I think I'm going to do that going forward. Real quick, you can find me on Facebook at Dee Grewal, Psychic Medium and Angelic Channel, as well as on Instagram at the Angels of Alchemy. You can also visit my website at healingwithheaven.com. All of that is in the description box below. And that's if you wish to know about my personal reads. And for those of you who have subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. And I hope you subscribe. If you do feel you wish to, please give me a thumbs up and a like on the videos and subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate your love and support. And if you have a channel of your own or anything, leave me a comment and I'll give you a shout out. I'm more than happy to do that. So with that being said, I do wish to move forward and into the reading. So again, this is a general read for all earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo from 8/11 to 8/17. So let me show you what I've pulled so far. This is from the Moonology deck. You have Surrender to the Divine, Full Moon. There is a full moon this week. So actually, you have two cards of the full moon, which tells me that whatever's happening around this full moon this week is going to be key. It's going to be powerful. So something big happening this week. There's something that you're letting go of. You're getting to surrender to the divine, to put it into the divine's hands. You have a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. This is about your home, your security, your personal environment, your foundation, okay? But it feels like emotions are going to be running high this week, all right? You feel emotional because it's something that you're releasing. There's some kind of outdated thought pattern, behavior, relationship, some kind of completion that's happening this week, okay? It's big and it's emotional. So emotions, you've got two signs of two cards of the full moon, and anytime there's a full moon, it's emotional energy anyway, okay? Pay attention to your dreams. There's a lot of messages coming in your dreams right now. I also feel that this is something that is really within you. There's something within you that you have believed throughout your childhood and your adulthood that is just false. It's just not true. And you're having a huge awakening and realization about that. You have also, this came out in the general read. In fact, you had three extremely powerful and beautiful cards that came out in the general read. And a couple of those cards are here actually. You have luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. Whatever issue is coming to resolution, it's been blessed. It is karmic. There's some kind of karmic balance. There's, you know, something that's being restored. The universe is bringing into balance. Some kind of wish is coming into fulfillment. Something that you've dreamed of and wished for a very long time. And it's because you're surrendering. You're letting go of outdated thoughts and belief systems. All right. So this is actually going to be bringing about a lot of blessings for you. Now, underneath surrender to divine, you have workaholic and rejection. So what I'm feeling here is some of you have just been so focused on work that there's these feelings that have been kind of bubbling up to the surface that are based on rejection, how you view yourself within relationships. This really stems from childhood, I feel. And I feel like you're worn out. Your energy's been feeling very drained and depleted. You've been so working. There's something around the work area that you're feeling rejected. You're feeling like at a loss. You're feeling disappointment, but it's almost like these feelings comes from some kind of thought or belief system you've had about yourself. Some of you are just trying to focus on your work so that you're not feeling these emotions and feelings. Some of you around the work have gone through around your immediate surroundings, people that you've had relationships with that probably were within the same community or the same field. I feel like some of you have gone through some kind of rejection there. But there's this feeling of what you're surrendering is the need to control how your work is unfolding. I definitely feel that. And what you're surrendering is this feeling of rejection. You're letting go of this belief that you've had about your work, this belief that you've also had about rejection, this belief that how you can move forward on your path if you can be successful. You're surrendering that now to the divine, but you're also surrendering this feeling of rejection, unworthiness, not feeling accepted, not feeling not feeling loved. Now, there's a couple of scenarios, and here you also have a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. This is a completion. You have completed a cycle that is pertaining to some type of thought system, belief systems that you've had about yourself, about your relationships with people. You're experiencing an ending here, okay? You see that she's upset, she's grieving over the loss of something, this is the loss of someone here, right? This isn't what I'm picking up. What I'm picking up, this is feeling lost and disappointment all your life pretty much. And this cycle that's continued, and I really feel this is about relationships and friendships and family relationships. It's all your relationships, and it's come from these feelings that you've had of rejection. But you're healing. You're taking back your power. This feeling, this outdated thought system is coming to completion. And what relationships that weren't serving you, that weren't meant for your path, they are no longer. That cycle has completed. You've been going through a birth and renewal. You're starting anew. You've gone through this rebirth. You're planting new seeds. You've gone within to take your power. After going through this feeling of sadness and grief and this completion, this cycle that's come to an end, a personal issue reaches resolution, right? Around that, you're coming out of that renewed. You're a new person. You've gone through a rebirth, an awakening, seeing things completely differently than you've seen before. A new sense of perception. Able to see the truth of situations. You have luck is on your side. This is about expansion and growth. Because of the renewal, you're now experiencing expansion and growth, enlightenment. You're going through, you see how in this card it looks like she's pregnant, right? So it's a time of fertility, right? Growth, seeds of manifestation. But here's the world. Everything she ever dreamed of. It's creation. It's the energy of Gaia, right? There's some kind of expansion. Dreams coming into fruition. You're being blessed by the angels here. Okay? You're expanding. You were insecure, but being that this is luck is on your side. Luck is on your side was clarified by expansion and insecurity, which means you're coming out confident. You now know you have what it takes to create what it is that you desire. You're strong in your power. You've created a solid foundation now because you've been putting in the work, because you're letting go of outdated thoughts and belief systems, because you're moving away from toxicity, moving away from fear. You're completing a cycle. You've gone through a rebirth and renewal, and now you have expansion and you have security. You have confidence. You have the opposite of what this was. Okay? You're becoming secure. Your heart is opening to divine love, which is now going to bring in new opportunities of love to you. And that's really what these cards are saying. So let me show you what I've pulled. You have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups, which is clarifying workaholic rejection. Right? You have the Knight of Cups, which is underneath completion and renewal, along with Four of Wands. Okay? You have Judgment under the expansion and insecurity, but with the Magician. This is such a beautiful reading. So powerful. So what is this about? There's, again, if you look at this card, there's feelings of nostalgia. It's connected to your childhood. These feelings of rejection that came up for you, they're connected to your childhood. Also, how you see yourself with your work, with your career, you know, with this workaholic card, what I'm feeling is what you believe that you're capable of doing. It's all connected to feelings from your childhood. Not feeling worthy enough, feeling rejected, not feeling loved, which has ultimately really created the situations and scenarios in your life because you didn't believe in yourself. There's this feeling of nostalgia. There's also this Knight of Cups, this emotional energy of this, okay? You have this Knight coming in. Now, some of you have been connected to this Knight from your past, okay? This is a water sign. So this is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or somebody that has the element of water, a lot of element of water in their chart. Remember, we have all the elements in our chart, okay? But even within this situation, you have felt rejected. You felt unwanted, unloved. But there's something, there's almost a sense of, some of you, this was about a relationship where you felt that way. Some of you, I really get the sense and feeling now that this is something new that's coming in because there was the element of that from past relationships. Now you have this, somebody who is coming in but is completely different from what you've had before. You've closed out a cycle. You've completed a cycle and there's a renewal. This is coming with stability. For some of you, I feel like this is a twin flame, twin soul relationship. Look at the way they're looking at each other. All right. Some of you, this is somebody that you've known. And for some of you, you haven't had good scenarios connected to your past where you felt rejected, that was really connected to your childhood, which is why you've made the choices that you've made within your relationships, but you're coming out of that. And so some of you are going to be meeting somebody completely new because you have completion and you have renewal. So this could also mean this is a renewal with somebody from your past that wasn't giving you an equal give and take before. But however, now there's been a transformation for you both. If this is twin soul related, it's time for divine union, right? This is soulmate reading, okay? But there's a sense of solid foundations here. This is also about pursuing those things that you feel passionate about. The things that you have a love for, which is bringing you stability in your life. But I really get the sense and feeling that some of you, this is a renewal with somebody from your past. But this could also be from a past lifetime, someone you've not met. Somebody completely new coming in, but you've known them in another lifetime, which is going to bring you stability. But there's definitely a past energy relation here, okay? There's a couple of scenarios. You're really healing from emotional hurt and disappointment. Moving towards those things that you feel passionate about that are bringing you a solid foundation. You've completed out an old cycle, and this is bringing in new love and connection for you. You have here the Judgment card. Perhaps in the past you were dealing with people that weren't honest with you, that were in, I get the sense and feeling that we're in relationships with other people, okay? It's a third party scenarios. But here, you have the Judgment card under expansion and insecurity. So what I get from this, and you have two cards here, right? You have Judgment and you have Magician. It's like the universe is bringing judgment in your favor. It's a karmic cycle that has come to completion. You know, I connect this to Saturn. It's destiny coming about. You're closing out a cycle and beginning a new one, but things needed to happen the way that they did. Perhaps you walked away from a scenario before because you were manifesting and planting the seeds for something new. You know that you deserve more in your life. You're planting your seeds. You have the ability to manifest what it is that you desire. And right now it looks like it's that solid foundation. Everything is coming together. All the pieces are coming together. It's like all the pieces of the puzzle in your life that were all separate before. Now all the pieces have come together. Because you've been working on manifesting. You've been working on yourself, and the universe is bringing judgment in your favor now. There's a cycle that has ended. It's come to completion. And you're going to begin a new one. What do you have clarifying that? Well, let me fix these for a moment. I'm just going to move everything up. Right. So I can see all my cards. So, sorry for the beeping outside, guys. Okay. So what do we have clarifying? For some of these, I pulled double cards because I wanted to really clarify judgment. So I pulled two cards for that one. Okay. So underneath the Six of Cups, you have your prayers and wishes. This is about you having your own happy home, your own life. This nostalgia from the past that you've been experiencing, how you've dealt with relationships in the past. It's something that you've been working on, praying about and wishing for. Like almost this change. You don't want to feel this feeling of rejection. And I really feel that you're in a place now where you're coming out of that. It's like you've been in a place of manifesting unconditional love for yourself. And it's like everything you've worked towards, it's starting to come into fruition. All your prayers and your wishes are coming into fruition. The sun is shining. You're going to start to see the pieces coming together now. that those dreams and those seeds that you've been planting are coming into fruition. You have, look at that. You have water magic clarifying the Knight of Cups. This is something that I feel like emotional fulfillment within a relationship. This is something that you've been working on manifesting, and that's starting to come about. Emotional fulfillment within a relationship. There's something that you've been wishing upon. And here it is. She's been using divine alchemy to bring this into fruition. And this is clarifying the Four of Wands. You have tears of joy and sadness because it's like you had to let something go in order for something to come in. There was sacrifices that were made. There's been disappointments in the past. You had to let go of these thought systems, these belief systems that you had. You had to let go of people, places, situations that were holding you back from finding your stability, your happiness, your joy, a happy home, a happy life, a happy partner. You know, it was preventing, and yet here you are standing and looking in the mirror, and you also realize that the love you were seeking was you. And because of that, you're finding emotional fulfillment and stability. Here it is for you, coming in strong. What a beautiful reading. And so there's all these emotions that are coming up to the surface. So for the Judgment card, you have seasonal harvest, rebirth, and reinvention. This was about you, okay? Coming into yourself. Going through, this was rebirth and awakening. Karmic cycle coming to completion. You've gone through a death and rebirth. There's been a transformation, okay? There's been a cleansing, and the universe has brought that about. Now is the time to celebrate. You have a newfound sense of freedom. Look at the dolphins in the back. Some of you are also going to be traveling. I feel like you're going to be traveling, and this is going to bring great clarity. You're going to feel refreshed, rejuvenated. You're going to come back almost reborn from this trip, okay? But definitely, I get the sense and feeling of that. You're going to be transformed. And here you are, through this transformation, you have seasonal harvest. It's like you've been going through the changes through the seasons. Pay attention to how you feel through each of the seasons. Know yourself, know your physical body. Know when it's time to plant the seeds. Know when it's time to rest. Know when it's time to reap the harvest. And know when it's time for you to play. Pay attention to the seasons and the cycles in your life. Definitely feeling very strong, balancing masculine, feminine, balancing yin and yang, balancing light and dark. Okay? But Judgment, because you've gone through this rebirth and reinvention, here you are reaping the rewards of everything that you've planted. This is such a beautiful reading, guys. And here it is. Again, another card. Here you were planting the seeds. You have the Magician. Magician is about manifesting all that you desire in your life, about planting the seeds. Divine alchemy, having the ability, earth, air, water, fire, having all those elements within you to create what it is that you desire. Here you are, reaping the rewards of that manifestation. Again, plant the seeds. What is it that you want? What is it that you desire to create? It's here for you. I mean, you have seasonal harvest, and then you have plant the seeds. Both of these cards go hand in hand. You're creating your foundation. You're putting that. You know that you have the ability to create embracing that creativity. Blessed and beautiful reading, guys. This is such a powerful reading. I absolutely love it. And then you have enthusiasm over prayers and wishes. This is about believing, having faith, knowing that you have the ability to create, waking up feeling joy, waking up feeling happiness. I feel like this whole transformation that you've been going through was about you realizing that you're the one that brings you happy. Life is always brighter when you wake up each day with the spirit of enthusiasm. And I feel like you're really in a place where you're having a self-realization about that. You've been going through that transformation. This is clarifying Knight of Cups, water magic, and here it is, transformation. I really feel for some of you, there's a huge change within your relationships that's coming. Some of you, a relationship that is ended and a new one is going to begin because of the change that you've gone through, the personal transformation. Realizing that you're the love that you seek and loving yourself first is now bringing divine partnership, that stability, that love into your life. Okay? And for some of you, this is a renewal within a relationship. It's been transformed because of the changes. Now is the time. This is, you know, a divine union. This is twin flames, okay? This is when it's meant to be and come together. There's an element of magic here. Self-transformation is the evolving process of life that brings higher consciousness. Yes, you've been going through self-transformation here. And because of that, new love. Love of self, new partnership, new in all areas of your life. Then you have happiness. Underneath your Four of Wands and the card of Tears of Joy and Sadness, happiness. Here you are. You found your happy, your stability, your partnerships, your relationships, your financial stability, your home. Here it is. And finding happiness and joy from within because you've gone through this transformation. Happiness is what you want, then happy you shall be. What a beautiful message. Judgment is, and this rebirth and reinvention and seasonal harvest, this is bringing in, judgment's bringing in new opportunities for you. Pay attention to the opportunities that are coming in this week. You're going to receive clarity and there's going to be new opportunities. I'm feeling around work, and I'm feeling also for those of you where it's concerning partnerships and relationships, there's new opportunities coming in. I feel that there's going to be a choice that needs to be made. You're going to be choosing a path. There's a choice between two things, I almost feel like. The world is full of opportunities waiting to be discovered. This is you moving towards a new adventure, new path. Now, Aura card came up to clarify the magician and plant the seeds. And what I'm hearing is, and what I'm feeling is that this is also about detaching from people that are negative, that are toxic, that removing yourself from environments that aren't healthy for you. This week, I feel like you need to cleanse and clear aura. Your energy might be feeling a little low. There's a lot of intense energy. So it says a healthy aura keeps your energy in balance and harmony. Yes, make sure you're cleansing and clearing your energy this week, especially if you're working on manifesting. Don't manifest from a lower vibration. You need to manifest from high vibration. I suggest doing a cleanse around the full moon because it's major releasing that's going on. Okay? This is such a beautiful read. This is going to be a fantastic week for you guys. Extremely powerful. I've pulled 2 message cards from Spirit, postcards from Spirit. So I'm going to read those to you. Dearest you, we have a secret to share with you. If you act as if all is well, it will be. Act as if you are brave and you will have courage. Act as if you are loved and you will be a magnet for love and experience the love of spirit. Act as if your prayers have been answered, as if you are truly in sync with good fortune. How you think is how you will see the world. Interact with it and draw conclusions from it. If you want to be the person who has the life you want, co-creating and loving what is yours, you need to start acting as if that were true. Don't worry about the conditions in your life that seem empty or cavernous, chaotic or barren. These are temporary and don't even count. Defy them and act as if you're the luckiest person on the planet. You will be, for you already are. That's the real secret. You are infinite potential. Loving you so much, rainbows explode in the ether. Dearest you, there is only one you, and you have a unique path and a special purpose. You're supposed to have specific experiences in this world and meet certain people, but then it is up to you how you live, how awake you choose to be, and how willing you are to grow and strip away what's false. Don't compare yourself to others. It's easy to think a person is happier just because their outside looks good according to society standards, but you can't know anyone's internal experience. Compare yourself only to your past self. See how far you've come. Don't be distracted by what others are doing or accomplishing. Stay focused on what inspires you and what's important. That's how you get successful and find happiness. Want what you have now, not what someone else has. We love you immensely and know your journey ahead is sparkling with miracles and wondrous things. Trust, loving you forever and ever. Beautiful messages, guys. This is going to be a transformational week for you. Extremely powerful. I'm feeling really, really powerful. Leave me a comment. Share what's going on with you. I'd love to know what's unfolding for you, what's happening in your own life. Sometimes by sharing, we all learn off each other. So, leave a comment. Again, thank you for those who are subscribed to my channel. If you're new to this channel, guys, please remember to give me a like to the actual videos and subscribe to this channel. Really appreciate your love and support. I'm wishing you a most blessed and beautiful week ahead. It's going to be a good one. Just trust, believe, and have faith. God bless and namaste.